What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video got a subscriber request. I got some ALCX checks. I'm gonna call it CHEMIX, ALCX, regardless, right? So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So we got this, this cryptocurrency. It's at $32 million market cap. This thing has, relative to its, bull run all-time highs at, this thing must have, this thing is crazy. I don't know what has happened. I don't know if they did reverse splits. I don't know what it is, but to go from $1,400, I mean, to go from really $300 to $6,800, that's insane, right? That's insane. I don't know about all that right now, but in terms of what it's doing right now, okay, in terms of what it's doing right now, we had had a run back in early 2024, right? Early 2024, it really does look like you had 5 waves up, right? So you have some kind of, I mean, that's not even a 1-2. I mean, you got like some kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave setup, and you've been in this long 3-wave move to the downside, very long. I mean, that thing has dragged out, and relative to its highs, right? High to low, where did it actually get to? Down below it's 1. Yep, rejected the 0.5. That's your go-to B wave. Rejected the 0.5, and then from this low to high, still, I mean, not so much a 1-to-1, because you would have gone to almost, yeah, you would have gone to 0 with the fact that how low this thing got, right? From, in terms of where this got to, yep, okay. Just doing some, due diligence right here. If we're looking at, this thing sold off so fast. You got your 1, 2, looks like a 3. This is the most impulsive, so I don't even know about that being a 1, 2, but that's what we're gonna call it. You got your your 4th wave move right through here, right? 4th wave move. So, you kind of come down, you come up. Okay. So, yeah, you got 5 waves to the downside, right? So you got 3, you got your 4th, you got your 5th. Okay, so that's your 4th and through here. And then what is this right through here? Is this a 1, 2? This is a 1, 2, right? You have like a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you come down for a nice little 1, 2. And this thing is looking like it wants to get up there. You're above your 50. Right, this thing has been slammed down multiple times. It got up to $20, and then what did it come back down to? That $9 range. So it's been slammed down multiple times, but still above the 50-week EMA, which is great. So a close Sunday, a close above your 50-week would be beautiful. It really would. It would give you confidence to do, something like this, tail end of it, or something like this, kind of the mid to beginning of something. So, in terms of, extensions and what we're doing, right? Let's do this to this. Yeah, that 382 has been kind of a barrier. Okay, kind of a barrier, right? The fact that you're still below the 100, I mean, I'm almost targeting, right? You're almost like, okay, can we get above this level, right, and close above it? Because by the time you work your way up there, that 100 might be creeping down to that 618. And then this 1272, I think to target the 1272 would be I know it's a small market cap, but the fact that you've been so sold off, 1272, 1618, at least for this move. Right, this thing can really sell off on you. So you're right. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but you just don't want to be caught. You're up through here and you're expecting higher, and then you just tank, right? But the fact that you're above the 50, you're trying to get above 1924. That's the first level. 1618, maybe, maybe 2272. At least for this next move. That would be incredible. Overall, right, you're looking for that 1618 though, right? So you come up through here, something, you have that 1, 2, your 3, maybe come up to here, come up through here, you come back down in a 4th, and then you go get your 5th or something like that, right? Maybe you come up, maybe, right? But you're looking for 5 waves up for sure. Looking for 5 up. So you got 1, 2, looking for a 3, 4, 5, right? Then you come down in your 4th. And then what do? Right? Do you come back up, or are you done? So, because it's never guaranteed, right? It's never guaranteed. The fact that, what is this price at right now? It's at, what, $12? You got some prices to the upside that are definitely, worth, in my opinion, worth some, it's worth a look for sure. Right? If you got in right here, this first target's 50%, just to the first target, 100%, and 167%. But like the first green target is up above 300%. If you're buying right here, right now, which I hope you're buying maybe down through here somewhere, or even over through here, right? Somewhere in there, right? So that that does look good with the cross. Wow, the RSI looks beautiful. Wow, that actually looks really nice, right? So we got all that, all that price just by price action, and now you come into the indicators. Now you got this cross on the stochastics, beautiful. Now you're looking for some momentum on the Fu Manchu, and it looks like it's going to be coming next week, right? When you get this white wave up through like this, typically you get something like this, right? When it gets that high, it's almost this high right here, like this. So expect something. All right, if you're looking for this indicator, you don't have to pay for it. All right, it's free. It's called the Fu Manchu Cipher B divergences. Right, it shows you bullish. So we have bullish divergence down through here. So you're building bullish divergence. Excuse me, at the lows. Right, and so what we got here is, you got a breakout, but it's not just any kind of breakout. Right, you got a substantial breakout, something that you really look for on the weekly. Right, something that you really, really, really need to change your trend. You're right at that trend line. You're right there. So pay attention to, right, if you could map out a trend line, pay attention to your trend line. See what you're doing, right? See what you're doing, because you still have a lower, right? You still have lower lows. You still have lower highs. Right, so you're still in a downtrend. I know this RSI looks good, but continuation is needed. To the upside, daily. The daily, that looks really good. That looks very, very healthy. Very healthy. The reason why it looks good is because you have this impulse. Right, you have an impulse. You have a 3-wave move, and then you have a move off that 3-wave move. Right, so impulse, 3-wave move. Find support at your EMA, then move again. Right. So in terms of where you could see maybe a pullback to, right? Maybe a pullback to overall. You're sitting at that 0.5, that 618, possibly just from the overall movement. 618 right through here. Something right through there. And then let's take this low to high. 69197. Let's do that 786. I don't want to see it come down. I just don't want to see it come down below this. So maybe a wick. Yeah, stay above those two levels. That's ideal. And then get back above this guy right here for some continuation to the upside. All right, that $14. Get back above that 382. It just, hopefully you're not in a your A, B, C kind of thing. Doesn't make sense so soon after it, but does it have to make sense? No, it doesn't have to make sense. So, right. Um, so those are some levels that I would be watching, right? That $12 to $11 range. All right, if you lose this, and you're probably going to come back down through here and back test. All right, back test the EMA is at $10. So definitely have those in mind. Have those, on alert. That's not a great look right there. That's not a great look. You got to close at 11.7. You got to close at 14. You got bearish divergence on the daily. Not a great look, right? So definitely be on defense, right? You got bearish divergence. Sorry, my drawing is terrible. I can't do it. But you got lower, right? You got lower highs and you got higher highs. That's bearish divergence. More than likely, what's happening is you're going to come back down through here and test this again, and then either go or fall through. So definitely have, like these levels right through here are, pretty important, right? You have momentum up through here. Make sure if you see a red dot, definitely be on your toes. Definitely be ready to, put in your stop loss and or, be ready to add more if it gets down to a low side, right? But overall risk management, right? Bearish divergence on the daily, right? You're getting, this. I don't like the fact that this stochastic has turned red and it's now facing down, right? That's bearish. It's a little bit bearish right there through here, right? See how they're pointed different ways. It's just not a great look, right? You want them pointed up. Okay. And in terms of the 4 hour, let's go into the 4 hour real quick. See what's going on the 4 hour. Yeah, you got that sell off. Got the sell off. You got the, I'm just looking down through here. You got the, your Fu Manchu, your stochastic looks like it wants to come back down and reset at the 0. So possibly sideways or slowly down for a little bit, maybe till Monday. This candle is pretty ugly. That's a bearish candle right there. So yeah, that, that 1142, let's put these on the 4 hour too. So we can see, you know what I mean? Yeah, right there. So that 1146 is right at that 50. Right. This is now, like looking at this now. I mean, okay, let's look at this on the 4 hour because this kind of is changing a little bit of what's going on, right? Because you got 3 waves. You got like 3 waves up. You almost got like 3 waves down kind of thing. 3 waves up, 3 waves down. And then you got like 5 up. Yeah, this isn't looking the greatest as of right now. Just because, like, what is this? What is that right there? That's your ABC. All right, that's your ABC, and then you're going, you're just kind of, I don't like that look. How you're kind of, like you're kind of just slowly losing momentum and doing this. You're going to start cupping down into support, and that's not the greatest. You want to be gaining momentum. You want to be doing something like this. You want to be looking like that. All right. So overall, I mean, it does make sense. Crypto really isn't doing the greatest right now, especially something that's $32 million asset. It's easily manipulated. I mean, you could sell off $1 million and it's going to hurt. But like I said, have these levels in mind. This $12 to $11 range. Right, because through here, I mean, let's see through here. Yeah, you got up to your 1618 for your 3rd wave. Where did this come down for your 4th? Right there at that 618. All right. I mean, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's what we got, like a 5th wave through here. That looks like a boring 5th wave, dude. That looks like a boring 5th wave, right? Rejecting the 786. Yeah, that's a weak 5th wave. So it's not a great look, right? Not a great look. I know you wicked up to, your 1, but, not closing above your 786, kind of rejecting both areas, right? This is supposed to be an area that you can try to get above your first mark, and then like coming up through here and rejecting your 786. Not a great look at all. Yeah, not a great look. Just looks pretty weak. And in terms of, this retracement level, right? So if 5 wave moves to the upside, I mean, I kind of want to use that, but I kind of want to use this. That kind of is like a fake out to me. It's like a fake out high. Fake out high. Let me see. Does this interact a little bit better? I mean, the 618's right on there. 786. Yeah, I don't really want to use that high. It's kind of just a fake out wick. I'm going to use this close up through here. I know, hey, if some people, they just have their way of doing TA. I try to avoid fake outs. I try to get them more, substantial. And this rejected the 786, so I'm going to use this. You close down below 1072 and you got some problems, right? You got some problems, like big problems. If you close down below 786, you could be, coming back down all the way back down. Right, then this could really be like your A, B, gonna come down for a C. Right, you'd have an A, B, C. All right, so just be careful of that, because what's forming right now is, like something like this. And if you bounce up, you come back down and then you bounce up like that. That's not good. That's not good. So, all right, those are some levels to the downside, at least on the 4 hour. In terms of an upside on the 4 hour, all right, I can leave this on the 4 hour too. Leave this on here for you. All right, 1428, 1410. So that 14 level, 14, 1410, yeah, 1426 level. I can move this up through here. 1426, 1428. All right, that area. You're looking to get back above that area to start getting bullish again. So that's what I got for this asset. If you have any questions, concerns, drop it in the comments. I appreciate you stopping by and supporting the channel. As always, have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.